we've built a family business at Shipyard, and a lot of the family extends, and you become very close with the people you do business with because you have a lot of experiences. And I'm here with a good friend of mine. We've grown to be good friends through business, Dave Pardis.
Good to see you.
We've been doing business now for how long?
20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
It's pretty crazy. You get to know each other, and Dave's business has grown over the last 20 years. You've gone from how many people working for you?
Well, it's basically myself. It was like 2 men in a truck, and now we're up to like 70 people around the country. So it's your classic 25-year overnight success story.
So Total Beverage Solutions is Dave's company that he runs from the Carolinas, but recently you got a spot in Boston.
Well, the kids are out of the house, and I've lived down south for 20 years. Culturally, I'm a little bit more naturally up north here, so now we spend most of our summer up here and then migrate back south in the winter, kind of like you, Fred.
Exactly, we're following the sun. But Total Beverage Solutions has allowed Shipyard to be able to cover the whole country without having to have people that directly work for Shipyard. But at one point, we had 30 to 40 people across the country, and we were trying to grow because we had the ability at the time. There were probably 50 to 60 craft beers in the country, and we were trying to get ahead of that curve and be able to have people in each market. But what happened was the big guys, Bud, Miller, Coors, started to do brands and compete against us and take time away from our distributors. And then all of a sudden, with the explosion of craft beer, every local market became more and more difficult to do. So to be able to support salespeople in every market became very difficult. And we had some really big brands that could sell in every market, like Pumpkinhead, Sea Dog Blueberry, and now Sea Dog Sunfish. But we had a lot of brands that were affected and not able to sell. We used to sell 30, 40,000 cases of beer in Connecticut and could support a guy working in Connecticut. But today, that's a little more difficult and challenging, and we do want coverage. And so by having Dave with Total Beverage Solutions, how many guys do you have in each market now, roughly?
Oh, I mean, we've got 35 around the country, so we kind of cover the major metros. And what's interesting about our relationship is most of our business is imported products coming into the country. You're one of the few guys we have domestically, and we've been doing it for 20 years.
I'm going to stay that way too, right? Nobody.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like we had a great next door neighbor. He had a great saying. He's like, my wife and I, we've been married 20 years, 17 happily. So we kind of have the same gig.
Yeah, no, we've had moments, but overall, I've been very happy with Total Beverage Solutions. But the thing is now, if you want to get Shipyard, you can get it in any market. Now, we can't get every beer, but if there's enough of a demand, that can change. And we're looking now with the fallout of what's going on in craft beer over the next 2 or 3 years, hopefully to grow some of our additional brands, some of our new brands like our Nitro brand and our Finder. But for right now, Pumpkinhead can be delivered in almost every account in America. And if you can't get it, you got to ask your local account to say who's distributing it. Same thing with Sea Dog Blue Paw and Sea Dog Sunfish, so you can get it. And we're going to be playing and asking some of our listeners to go to their local bar, their local package store, and say, listen, bring it in for us. We want to try it. We want to support those crazy people from Maine and Florida and the Carolinas, and we're going to support them by asking your local account to bring us in. So, and Dave will be there with his people to help make it happen. Thank you, brother.
Thanks for the business.
I appreciate it.
20 years. It's been awesome.
Here's to 20 more.
5 or 10 or
exactly.
15, whatever we got left in the tank.
Exactly. Exactly. We'll keep it going. And then hopefully some of the younger guys and girls will make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl dad.
Yeah. Cheers.